2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you guys, you have sticks now, you can try it on your leg. And no, you don't do it by moving it, you move your whole wrist. Yeah, but make sure your fingers are straight. Straight, straight. Yeah.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, you can feel it here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did it for a few weeks, and then I was like, all right, cool, I got it. He's like, all right, now it's time to do this. So you alternate all your fingers. The only finger you use all the time is this finger, and then you change. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then you change, and then you change, and then you change, and yeah. And I promise you, if you do it for a while, right, you'll be surprised at how different, you know, everything you play sounds like. Everything you play is like, wow, this is killing. Like if I wanted to cut, it really is gonna cut, you know. So those are the things he talked about. Also, the other thing yeah.
So the exercise is to strengthen your wrist.
Well, if you check it out, right? Like if you do this for a long period of time, and if you do it at a certain speed, like you have a stick. Okay, try it. Okay, so do this, right? And the stick is only on the first joint of your hand, and you make sure that when you're playing, yeah, after a while, you're gonna realize that this part of your hand is gonna, or you feel it somewhere like in the grip of your hand. Yeah. And when you play drums, right, like 3/4 of what you do is gripping the stick. It's like you know, like you always want to be control of the stick, and I mean, I'm sure everybody here works on some kind of speed exercise, right? Like doing, and you know, everybody wants to be the fastest guy, or faster than your friend, or something. And then you like, you know, when you go and play, like, and you jam with people, right? For example, you're like, hey, I can play this stuff really fast, but then it never comes out the way I want it to when I'm playing with people. Or I can only play at a certain speed, and if I have to play it slower, I can't. And then that's just like, you know, like, then what's the point of practicing? To play in your own room by yourself, naked. So I think this stuff is really cool because it's very functional for me, you know. It's kind of tough at first, but, and then the other thing he taught me about how to strengthen my grip is to do this. You take your stick, right, and you hold it like this, and you put your fingers this way, and you just try and do this. You make the stick move as long as you can, and you don't want it to be like, you know, like some wimpy, this kind of thing. You want it to be like, yeah, like a windshield wiper. And then again, when you're like, all right, set, I'm cool, right? You do this.
You let go of your.
Yeah, you let go of all the other fingers. Yeah, and you try and get the same movement. And like anybody who tries it, it's like, right? Like, yeah. And that for me, you know, after I did it for a while, I don't really do it now because like I did it for a long time, like for probably like 3 or 4 months of my life. When I was waking up, that's like how I wake up. And I would do all these exercises, you know, in time to like maybe a hip hop record or something. And I listen to a lot of hip hop music because I think it's like really great music, and a lot of people don't give it enough attention. And then, okay, so the other thing I really had to deal with in my playing was balance. Anybody who plays a double pedal will know that the first time you try and play it, like it's really like a strange experience. Or if you try and, you know, do like coordination stuff with your feet, and then, you know, just trying to not fall down is like a really difficult thing to do. So Dave showed me this thing that he calls ankle specs. So you sit and you raise one foot. Okay, everybody try it. You sit straight. And you raise one foot. Now if you imagine that your foot is like your hands, right? So when you play, you don't do this, right? You do this. If you don't know that you should do this instead of this, then you need help. Okay? But, so you do this. Like, okay, slowly. So everybody do it with me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now at some point we're going to change the feet. And when we change the feet, I want you to make sure that after you change, right, you're not tensing this leg at all. So that means at any one point only one leg is tense. 1, okay? So on the count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're not fencing the other leg. Okay, so I don't know if any of you guys like feel that it's difficult or you
It's
feel
not easy.
like your back or whatever is like you know. But Dave has gone into a point where he can do this.
Keep the strain there.
And you know, he's just like, oh well, that's cool. And especially because he does a lot of like you know, double pedal stuff. Like it's really important to be comfortable with having both your feet in the air at the same time and still being, you know, like being able to balance.